This might be foolish, I'm doing this in the round, meaning I'm turning around. I hope none of us throw up because of this. This is the new intro to my show. I'm so happy you're here. And welcome! And welcome! Hey, energy party people, it's that time again. Look at me using my fancy microphone. It's time again for me to feel kind of out of it. Things have just been, I've got a lot of things going on, as I keep saying over and over and over again. Sorry, I got a message from Koop. I probably shouldn't stop live to look at my message from Koop, but I will in a second. Anyway, yeah, I just feel I feel fine, but kind of trying to think of the right word. Kind of a little unsteady. Like, can I do energy work? Yeah. Can I do basic functions? Yeah. But just overall, it's like the ground doesn't feel firm because so many things are shifting, is basically what I'm getting at. Anyway, I should probably check out that text from Koop. And yeah, I'm backstage, but don't see anything. Hold on, folks. Yeah, somehow setting this up this morning, I went to go live and it says create your live. I'm like, what? It's already created. And apparently I went into the wrong studio. Whatever. So I invited Koop to the wrong studio, and well, welcome to my world. Plus my eyes really hurt. Yeah, I just feel tired and not bad. Like, I'm not depressed or anything. It's just it's just juggling a lot of energy. So, oh goody. Here's Koop. He's here. So yay. Hey Koop. Yeah, so what's going on? Yeah, and right before starting this live show and then having all of that weirdness happen, I decided, hey, I have 10 minutes. Let's call the credit card company and clear up the weird thing that just happened. And it was odd saying to this lovely woman who was just not rushing me off the phone at all. And she was just do. And I finally had to say, I so appreciate your help, but I have a hard out at 11 because I'm doing a Facebook Live, which sounds so stupid. Anyway, yeah. So I wonder if anybody else is, how's everyone else feeling this year so far? Yeah, last week in my newsletter, I wrote like, don't be tripping about the first. It's just a new year, whatever. And I found myself getting kind of triggered on the first. It's like, Colleen, listen to yourself. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and smudge the space. Maybe that'll help. Or maybe when we do some magic, I'll be working on myself. Yeah, so let's listen to my beautiful theme song, care of Artica Productions. Here we go. Almost there. Not quite. Okay. Whew. Here we go. You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen. Okay, so Happy New Year. Yeah, I guess last time we met, it was the 30th, right? So Happy New Year. I hope everyone's having a swell new year. I know a lot of people are freaking out about 25, but I'll just say it again and again. Think whatever you want. Put as much of your energy as you want to in all of that out there, but really what matters is what it's reflecting back to you to look at. So I think everything happens for a reason, and if a bunch of us need to be triggered into action again, okay, here we go. Yeah, so okay, I can do this. Putting out the smudge. Yeah, so what's happened in the last few days? New Year's Eve was really lovely. Got to spend it with, among other people, Art and Erica and Artica. Yeah. And it was lovely. We were just the three of us were hanging out for a bit. I won't say why, but the three of us were hanging out alone for a bit. And Erica mentioned to Art, like, wow, I hope this isn't too personal, Erica and Art. But she casually said to him, like, oh yeah, thank you for doing that sound healing on me. Like the pain is gone. And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's so cool. And it's like, can you imagine being married to somebody who you don't get to do this with? And they're like, no. And I don't say that to rub it into anybody who might be with somebody who doesn't get it. But man, is it lovely to find somebody who's into this stuff. If this is what you're into. And if you're not, that's cool too. I don't think my ex-husband would have been okay with all of this. I could be wrong, but that is not the way it unfolded. And yeah, so my book still isn't on audible.com yet. I'm not tripping as much about it. I just know it takes longer with them and probably a big busy season, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but my book is on more and more platforms, including Spotify. So that's cool. But on Saturday morning, my amazing friend and book coach, Judy, she sent me a text and she said, like, because I put it out there that it was on Spotify with a link, and she's like, just so you know, sorry to tell you this first thing in the morning, but yeah, basically, I'm not sure everything she said because I got so triggered, but I needed to hear it, so it was good news. I mean, it was good for me to hear, but among other things, maybe there's my doppelganger, Colleen McCann, who I did some just to get more triggered by the experience a little bit later in the day. I haven't even said what the problem was. So one of the things is on at least a few platforms, when you pull up my book, it gives her bio. And it's like, there's got to be a lot of authors that have the same name, and why would their shit be getting mixed up? Yeah. So fast forward, like Dave took it upon himself, thank you, Dave, to go in and look at all the different platforms he could find where my book is and see if that's the problem, and then work on correcting the issue. Yeah. But anyway, I knew that there was another Colleen McCann, and as far as putting herself out there, she's like about a light year ahead of where I am. And she's like, probably paying attention to things I should pay attention to, like branding and stuff. I just want to do my work. Is that so wrong? Yeah, but I'm in the process of getting some shit together. So, to be more like Colleen McCann. Colleen McCann wants to be more like Colleen McCann. Yeah, and she even, I've mentioned a million times that I love to TM things. Dave and I love to like come up with something clever and then TM it. And what's that? Colleen McCann. She's like she calls herself a stylist from another lifetime. So she's had a career in style, I believe. I believe in like New York City, just to make it fancier. And yeah, and she's written a book. Oh, so she does something to do with style, and I think it's kind of more like feng shui, but from an energy perspective, like more woo-woo perspective, I guess. She's written a book on crystals. So when you look up Colleen McCann on Audible, yeah, it'll come up, but it's her book on crystals. Anyway, but speaking of back to the TM, she calls herself a energy stylist, TM. And I'm like, oh my God. So she's got her shit together. She's way ahead of yeah. Yeah. And so I was just already in my trigger. And so I was just like, ugh. And some really dark shit came up for me when I read the text about that our stuff was some of our energy, and some of our information was entwined. And man, I almost want to say what like the first or second thing that passed through my head, which made it very clear, oh, I'm being triggered. I'll just say it. The first thing that went through my head, well, we're going to make it a cliffhanger. Let's make a wish. It's 11:11 here. So let's look for let's look at my wedding picture right before our wedding turkey hot dogs. Here we go. Make a wish. Okay. So, yeah, the first or right behind it, the thought was I just felt completely overwhelmed, completely tired of all of this book stuff, which is whatever. And what went through my head was something to the effect of, I just want to die. That seems a little over the top for, okay, my information has gotten intermingled with somebody else who has the same name and does probably some of the same stuff. I know we don't work the same way, but when I heard her on a podcast, because I listened to that podcast because somebody else contacted me saying, "Hey, we loved you on that podcast. Let's talk." And I'm like, "Oh, it wasn't me." So I listened to her podcast appearance and it's like, "Oh, I could do that and I think I'd even be better." Anyway, better. So that's not fair. Yeah. Anyway, so it's just been kind of a lot, and what was really weird, finally I decided, okay, fuck this. I'm gonna go look at it. I can stand to get out my pendulum, and clearly I'm being triggered. Clearly I don't want to die. Um, yeah, and like there was like a little part of me in the background going, Colleen, like you're in this very exciting time. You wrote a book. Um, but it was like, whatever. So I got out my pendulum and started checking, and one thing showed up to clean up, and it was something for her. Seriously? So that's what I got. That's where I was led to. Don't need to go into the details, but it's like, okay, the plot thickens. I go where I'm led. So I asked if I was supposed to do some energy work for her. I did, and then I felt better, and Dave started cleaning it up. Yeah. So good story, bruh. Yeah. So blah 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 blah. I have nothing written down. Let's mention we've got a returning sponsor here today. And if you like to have like cute little things all around your house, well, this is for you. Today's sponsor is Joni Loves Tchotchkes for all of your knick-knack needs. That's right. Joni loves tchotchkes. Mention Magic Mondays for a free from whoever you talk to. And if you don't know, if you're too young by any chance, that is a Happy Days reference, and that's Fonzie. That was my bad Fonzie imitation. Okay. Yeah. If you don't know much about Henry Winkler, he's amazing, and apparently he's considered one of the kindest men in show business. And he talks about, kind of how unlikely it was this short Jewish guy got to be like the coolest thing ever on TV at that time. Anyway, awesome. And Yvonne, hi Yvonne. I'm glad you're here. Let's go ahead and play her theme song. Let me find it real quick. Like, Yvonne is in the house. Check her out. You know who another good person to check out is, we watched a special of hers last night. I don't know why it's taken me so long, but Nikki Glazer. Whew, man, she is funny. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So if I brought up some of the subjects she dwells on, you might be put off. But yeah, she's super funny. This just in. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, another person sent me a message that I put in my newsletter. Oh yeah, and if you want to get my newsletter, which I put out every single week, you can go to energyhealingwithcolleen.com, and you can also get book information there too. Yeah, but I got oh shit, is that still going, or did I? Yeah. Welcome to my brain. God only knows what I was just talking about. Who cares? The other night we went to we went out 2 times this week. Woo! Woo! That's big. That's big stuff for Dave and I. After dark, even. Yeah, because nowadays going out after dark, I do not love being on the freeway, even though I'm not driving. Probably especially because I'm not driving because I have no control. Yeah, and it just feels like midnight. And back in the day, I'd be out till all hours doing stupid shit and had no problem with it. So anyway, okay. Yeah, but we went over to some friend's house the other night, and we had dinner, and then we were going to play games, and they busted out some games and started explaining just some vague rules, and it was like I almost started crying because my brain is so full. It's like so lame. Like I couldn't even like keep up with a fucking game. Ugh. There's a lot going on in here. So maybe I should start or stop or start shutting up, as the teacher says on AP Bio. If you ever see that show, it's pretty hilarious. Anyway, so I'm going to start shutting up. And how about we bring Koop on, and maybe he can bring some organization to this madness. Good luck to that, Koop. Okay, so no pressure, but okay, maybe if I get to the right place here. Okay. Well, let's just play this because obviously I've mentioned my book. You should totally listen to it or read it. It's full of magic. I actually listened. I kind of fell into it again, doing my earmuffs. If you can't stand this, enemas this morning, and I didn't want to turn it off. I got so into it, and it's like I never know what's coming next, even though it's my story. It's kind of weird, but I find it very soothing. You never know. Anyway, so because I've mentioned my book several times, drink. Okay, so without further ado, let's bring on my old college. Well, he's not old, but my friend from college, Koop. Here we go. Ooh, we're catching up with Koop. We're catching up with Koop. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
I like that dramatic entrance with the puff of smoke.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
I thought I had like moisture on my camera for a second there. I didn't understand what that was, but yeah, it was what it was. Vapor.
How's your year going so far?
So far so good. It's been pretty quiet, but I guess that's good, right? No, yeah. I remember last week we were talking about how I was waiting for a shoe to drop, but no shoes dropped. And I had a nice
just the ball.
Yeah, and I had a nice New Year's Eve. Actually made it to midnight.
So did I.
Yeah,
I think I made it to 1. Ooh.
Yeah, me too. So no, it was fun, and yeah, no, I've been to the gym a couple times, and yeah,
great.
Things are going good. So,
yay! Were there a lot of firecrackers and stuff? Like, did your doggy go crazy? You weren't home.
I left my dog at Sadie's house.
Oh, you did? Oh, good. Okay.
He was anxious because I was gone, but I got some like CBD oil for him, and Sadie gave him some
what?
CBD oil.
Oh, nice.
So she gave him a dropper of that, and he calmed down. Plus, he never really minded the fireworks. Allie was the one that would like try to crawl underneath my feet. But no, Aries doesn't care. Plus, he's like halfway deaf anyway, so he had a relatively
good
mellow New Year's Eve. But that's how I knew it was New Year's, because they're watching TV, because we watched the New Year's Eve ball drop in New York at 9, and then they had like one in like Texas, and then they like every hour they moved it further to the West Coast. So we kind of were watching, and it was kind of on in the background, and all of a sudden it sounded like water was pouring out somewhere.
Oh,
and it was all the fireworks going off downtown.
Oh, wow.
It sounded like water.
Because you were by the Capitol.
Downtown, okay. And all the buildings echoing and stuff. It sounded like a big rush of water, but it was all just thousands of fireworks going off.
Oh, where I live, fireworks happen all the fucking time.
Oh yeah,
all the fucking time, all the time.
That's pretty seasonal here. It starts a week early, and then it goes a few days after, usually 4th of July and New Year's Eve.
Yeah. It's not unusual for it to be like 2 in the morning and just
See, that's bullshit, man. That's just that's
oh, it's total bullshit. But what are you gonna do? And then there's some like we live on a hill, and so the way the acoustics work, like noise bounces from places I can't even identify. Like we were in the sauna last night. Um, so we're on top of a hill. There's a busy street below us. And sometimes somebody will drive by with, their stereo super loud. Um, and we're sitting in our sauna listening to a podcast. So we're in a box within our box of a house with it, and it's like the sound is right next to us. It's really strange.
that is that's
And so we hear a lot of noise, and so we probably hear fireworks from all over Vista.
far away. Yeah.
Yeah, so good times. But the music sometimes it's like it'll start like at 10:30 at night and go till like 2. It's
Let's
like
see. That's really
how
weird.
how 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 does it keep going? Like I don't even know where it is to tell somebody like, "Hey, go there and stop them."
Right.
It's just like sometimes in the mornings we'll just be lying in bed and like, "Okay, we hear the chickens. Where are they? Where
Where
are the chickens?"
I have a neighbor on the building on the other side of the next building. They have a rooster, so I can hear them going whenever
Noise.
it starts to get light. Yeah, I need to let Aries in. Okay, I'm right back.
Yeah. Oh, great. Then I have to hold down the fort here. Hey, I see that Shannon is here. She says, "Hi, everybody, and Happy New Year." I'm glad you're here, Shannon. Yeah, I hope life in Florida is good. And let's go ahead and play what's that amazing theme song? Okay, I should really have these organized better. Looking for Shannon's theme song. Seriously? Okay, there we go. Yeah, my eyes are already feeling a little wonky, and so it's extra hard to scroll. Here you go.
Shannon, Shannon, Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Hey! Okay. Yeah, as I was listening to my book today and hearing me recount being in clinic in chiropractic school, and using a technique that could have gotten me kicked out of school and telling my patient, like, we can try this, but don't tell anybody. It's like, what was I fucking thinking? I mean, I'm so glad I did it because magic came out of it. But I think, what is that? The statute of limitations? Not the statue of limitations, but the statute of limitations. Yeah, what would the statue of limitations look like? I think that's the
I would
statue.
imagine the Statue of Liberty for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, look, I don't think I can. They can take away my diploma now. Yeah, but anyway, let's see. I've got a couple comments here. So Blanca's here. Hey, Blanca, I was just thinking about you yesterday. Hello, I'm glad you're here. And then she also, oh, a little star emoji. And oh, and Shannon did it too. Oh, she's outing herself too, but not in writing. She did. Oh, okay. Well, we do. Somebody take a screen grab and catch Dr. Shannon. I did it too at CBP in clinic. Chiropractic biophysics is what that is. Yeah. But seriously, the word on the street was if you do network spinal analysis in clinic, which is like these super, super gentle touches. So don't do that. Yeah. And then my patient had like an over the top response. I'm so glad I did it. But yeah, I kind of forget how badass I was. A lot of things I've accomplished, like I kind of don't think about until I hear about it in my book. Like, oh wow, that was a big deal then, huh? That's nice. Anyway, yeah, life is interesting. So what are we gonna do now? So, oh, okay, we can do that. So let me organize myself. So my plan today, back to Colleen McCann, I plan to I tried to contact her before, and to get a hold of her, I was going to have to go through somebody else. And I remember rolling my eyes and going, fuck that. I was just going to tell her like, hey, I got contacted. Hey, we have the same name. But yeah, I didn't want to be bothered not just being able to contact her directly. So I guess that shows how important she is, but or how much stuff she has going on. What's my point? Oh, I got a message from one of the recipients of my newsletter today, and she said some really funny, sweet things, and she decided or proclaimed that I was the superior Colleen McCann. So yeah, I don't know about that, but well, yeah, I'm sure she's amazing, and who knows, maybe we'll be friends someday, because apparently she lives in New York and Los Angeles, which is like 2 hours away. So anyway, and I was thinking, well, who knows? In a universe of endless possibilities, maybe we'll end up doing something together, and it'll be like Colleen McCann on Colleen McCann, or that sounds
Right.
sexy. Or I'm not looking to go the adult film route, even though, like I've bragged about a million times, I was born in apparently the porn capital of the world, Van Nuys, California. Anyway, yeah, but maybe we could, it could be, because of course, one of the things I'm looking to do is be write for featured publications. And of course, she's featured on this and that. She's a regular contributor to time.com. Like,
Oh
seriously?
wow.
So, yeah. So I've had to, I got real triggered, and then I found myself, and I'm outing myself just because I'm hopefully moving past it, but I found myself not being my best self and trying to find trouble, like trying to find something not great about Colleen McCann, the other one. And it's like, what am I doing? Like, she's showing me what's possible. And it's in my face for a reason. I remember telling Dave out loud, this was just Saturday morning, and I'm like, I know there's some magic in this for me. It's happening. If it's happening to me, it's happening for me,
I've
or
heard that
something
story
like
before.
that. So I know there's magic in it. It's not for nothing. So I'm going to try contacting her today, or start that process, contacting her person, and maybe someday I'll have a person.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, but that's my dream, is to have an agent, and they find me things, and they field offers, and I do what I want. Because I do want to end up doing speaking engagements. Yeah, I have a lot of things going on. I'm tired. I think I'm going to curl up and take a nap after I make myself some coffee when we're done, which doesn't really lend one to taking a nap. Anyway, so hey, let's do some magic. And if you haven't checked in, maybe you can't. Like, this gets broadcast in a few places, so I think only some people. I'm not even sure. This is how much I pay attention to these things. Like, okay, Yvonne, are you watching on? You can tell me right now. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching on Facebook? Like, how are you replying? It might just be the Facebook connection. I don't know. Okay, but I know that some people watch, and but they don't have a way to say hi. So just in case, I'm going to play a song for a few people, just in case they might be watching. So who often tells me that she watches but doesn't tune in? Oh, this one's for you, Pam.
They call her Pam. Welcome.
That is good stuff. Oh my God. And Blanca, did I play Blanca's theme song? Once again, I'm not sure. So
I'm hearing it.
better safe than sorry. Let's do it.
Blanca. Oh, Blanca. Thank you for showing up today. Yay!
All right. I think YT, I don't know what you kids are using for initials these days, or acronyms, but YT, you too. Happy, I don't know, but thank you. I think. Okay, this is painful and my eyes hurt. So let's go ahead and do some magic. I was probably in the middle of a story, but welcome to my world. That's how I am, even when I'm at the top of my game. So,
It is what it is.
yeah, so let's go ahead and do a quick grounding. Let's pick a chakra, any chakra, or you could pick a body part. You pick whatever you want. And we're just going to focus on that energy and expand it. Here we go. Here we go. For reals. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. So I'm going to go with my heart chakra, which is green, I believe. So we're expanding out our heart chakras, expanding out to the far reaches of the universe, while also opening up our crown chakras to open up to the cosmic energy, which is going to dip down into beautiful Gaia, bring up some of her energy, and create an interface between heaven and earth through us. So, that being said, my name is Colleen. Yes, it's safe and appropriate to do some energy work today for the group. Yes, and that's for anybody watching live or in the future, just so you know. So, are there any dead people that need a little help moving to the light? Yep. Man, talk about things I take for granted now. And it's like, oh, that was a big fucking deal at the time. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Right. Like, I need my own fucking book to remind me. Like over and over, like, oh yeah, I should do that.
It's a long journey, right? I mean, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Very often I look at Dave and I just say, this book thing is a lot. And he's like, yeah. Anyway, okay. So it's safe and appropriate to work with the group today. Yes. Okay. So are there any dead people that are ready to move on to the light? Yep. And Jesus is going to be our escort. Yep. Okay. Jesus, are you ready to take these people home? Yep. Okay. Give us a moment. Okay, Jesus, have we successfully taken the dead people home? Yep, awesome. Okay. And if me referring to dead people sounds weird, well, just something to consider. You might have what I call a dead person or a stuck soul. You might have somebody connected to you and influencing you. If you feel, if you're sensitive, you don't have to be super sensitive. I've worked on people who are kind of bricks, but turns out they were feeling shitty because they were feeling somebody else's stuff. But anyway, if you're feeling not like yourself, that's a really great thing to check for if you use a pendulum or muscle testing or something. Just say, my soul's the only soul that inhabits my body. If it's a no, chances are you've got somebody with you. Anyway, I digress. Read the book or listen to it. And while we're at it,
Drink.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, New Year's Eve went pretty heavy. I drank one hard cider, and then at my friend's house on Saturday, I drank 1 glass of wine. So
Living it up.
Going crazy. Yeah, I definitely cannot drink like I used to. But as advertised, I've always been a cheap date and a lightweight. So, all right. Okay, so let's see. So we've successfully released the dead people. Yay. Okay. Is there something energetic to do for the group today? Energetically? Yes. And this is for anybody watching live as well. Yes. Okay. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. I'm a monkey. Oh, God damn it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, all right. So my name is Colleen. No. Okay, I'm testing as someone else. No. Something else. Somewhere else. Sometime. Dimension. No. Is there something I can say that will give me a yes answer? Yes. Okay, good news. Okay. All right. Is there somebody dark trying to get my attention? No. Is there somebody dark trying to get somebody else's attention? No. Is there somebody dark attached to somebody watching live right now? Okay. So let's ask that again, because just waiting for it, it eventually went, yeah. Okay. So there's somebody dark attached to somebody watching live. Okay. That's a yes. All right. All right. Let's see who has identified themselves. So this is somebody who's identified themselves. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is Yvonne, Shannon, Blanca. Blanca, you are the winner today. Sorry, Dr. Shannon, not your turn today. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, so there's somebody dark attached to Blanca. Okay, this is a dark male. Yep. Okay, this is a non-physical dark male. Yes, this is a physical form dark male. No. Okay, so somebody in non-physical is resonating as dark and attached to Blanca. So this dark male. So this is a dark male. Okay. He's primarily interested in Blanca. Yes. Okay. So then the magic question always is he interested in my help in returning to grace or doing what we need to do energetically to help him resonate as from the light? So, drum roll. Okay, so this dude is interested in my help in returning to grace. He is. Okay, good answer. So, you know what I wish I could do? And it's not going to happen. And I apologize. And when I point it out, if you haven't already noticed it, make this your new personal drinking game is every time I say and, but, so, or whatever. But, and, so. I don't even know what the sequence is because it just has to happen organically. But I brought it up to Dave and he whipped it out real quick. Like, yeah, but so. Or, anyway, it's like being in college, being in school, and then you notice the professor that's blah blah blah. It's like, it's all you can hear. Okay. I'm a real Debbie Downer today. Sorry. But I was literally thinking of Rachel Dratch. And if I met Rachel Dratch, I found myself stumped. Like, oh my God, what is her character? Debbie Downer. So thank you for helping me to remember. This is how my brain works. Kind of like if I'm trying to remember a name and can't remember it until like an intimate time and then yell out the name. Anyway, awkward. Okay. Also awkward is, Koop, you look like you're looking at me like you feel sorry for me right now. It's like one of my nightmares where I've mentioned before where I'm talking and no one's responding. And it's just a horrible, horrible feeling. Kind of like my hairline is weird right now.
That would
So
make you feel awful. I'm sorry. I'm just listening, taking it all in.
look at me making it all about me, as we are wont to do. Okay, so what the fuck am I doing? Oh yeah, we're working on this dead guy who's not dead guy, dark dude in non-physical form who is attached to Blanca and wants my help. Whew. So, okay, so there's something, and so that's what it is. I'm not sure I can even talk without, like, if I'm trying to focus on not saying that, so fuck. There's something on my master menu that could help this dark fella return to the light. Yes. Do we need details on their connection? No, but their connection is from this current lifetime? No, it's from a past lifetime. Okay, it's from a past lifetime, Blanca. So, there's something we can do on my master menu for this dark dude. Yes. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Okay. That's an energetic cord that needs to be cut. So this cord needs to be cut between dark dude and Blanca. Yep. Do we need details on this cord? We do. Do we need to know where it's connected to him? No. Do we need to know where it's connected to Blanca? Yeah. Okay, this is connected to a chakra. Okay. This is connected to her first chakra, second, third, fourth. So heart chakra, Blanca. So it's safe and appropriate to cut this cord for both of you. Safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? That's a yes. Okay, here we go. Give me a moment. Okay. Have we successfully cut this cord for both of them? Yep. Okay, cool. Is there something else we need to do for this dark dude? Yeah. This is on my master menu. In column A? No. In column B? Yeah. In an odd numbered row? Yeah. In row 1? No. In row 3? Yeah. Okay, so that's a shared chakra or some kind of entanglement. This is a shared chakra. Yes, this is a shared first chakra, second, third. No. Fourth. Wow. Another resistant. Yeah. Okay. It's safe and appropriate from the light. Whoa. To go ahead and separate your heart chakra energies. Yes. So Blanca's from the dark dude. Yep. Okay. Safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? We are. Give me a moment. Okay. So have we successfully separated their heart chakras? Yes. Okay. Anything else we need to do for him? No. He comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. Yay. He's still connected or attached to Blanca. Nope. Okay, cool. Yay. So, Blanca, you still have somebody dark attached to you. Nope. So we're complete with him. Yes. My name is Colleen. Hey. That's a yes. So I hope that helps, Blanca. Okay. So, is there anything else to do for the group today? Yeah. This is in column A. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. Yeah. In row 1. Yeah. In row 3. No. Okay, that's taking me to a negative portal that needs to be taken care of. All right. So this is a dimensional spiral portal. No, this is a what I playfully call a seal 'em up. Yes. Okay, this is in column A in an odd numbered row. No, in row 2, 4, 6. Okay, this one resonates as intelligence anxiety. Dun dun dun. So, an intelligence anxiety negative portal to be sealed up. So, this is it's safe and appropriate and ready. This is ready to be sealed up for whoever needs it, watching live or in the future. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Yep. Okay, give me a moment. All right. Have we successfully sealed up this portal? Yep. Okay. Let's see if we can maybe do one more thing, but I'm starting to get kind of nauseous. So, yeah, my eyes are hurting and things are going on. I'm fine. Just reporting, always reporting. Some people probably live their lives where they aren't reporting all the time. Like, I feel weird. I feel weird. I'm feeling weird now. I'm going to go pee now. Oh, I have to poop. That's how Dave and I are. Anyway, yeah, we were playing Carcassonne the other day. I'm like, okay, hold that thought. I got to go poop. It's like, wow, some people probably don't announce that all the time.
Well, why not? I mean,
Yeah, why not?
we all do it. I mean, geez.
Yeah, being human is interesting, and these bodies are fascinating. Yeah. Okay. So, we're doing maybe one more thing. So, if there's something else we can do for the group today, yes. This is on my master menu. Yes. This is in column A in an odd numbered row. No. Okay. In row 2, 4, 4. Deep dark part. I'm a lady, so I didn't immediately say what went through my head, which was fuck me. So all right, so there's a deep dark part. So as I've whined about in the past Magic Mondays, when this shows up for the group, it's always kind of weird because it seems like more of a personal thing that to be worked on, but whatever, it's showing up. That's where we're going. That's the entryway for opening up some magic. Yeah. So there's a deep dark part to work on for the group. Yep. Okay. Ordinarily, if I was doing this for a person, I would ask, okay, when was this deep dark part created? Because I see these as like little energy tumors that are trying to stay off the grid or off the grid, off the radar. But I'm on to you, deep dark part tumors. So, anywho, this deep dark part, it's safe and appropriate for us to shine light on this deep dark part in order to make it a non-issue. Yeah. Okay, this is for the highest good of the group, watching live and in the future. Uh-huh. Yeah, I have to say, it never gets old when I get messages from people later where they're like, it was like you were talking to me doing the work. It's like, oh, it always makes me happy. Okay. And you might think just because I'm an intergalactic sensation of an author and energy healer, um, you might not think, or this is what I think about people who, I don't know, maybe write a book. And I'm like, ooh, you wrote a book. And it's like, oh, they wouldn't want to hear from me, because, oh, they're probably just drowning in messages all the time. So in case you ever think about that, like think that of me, don't. I want to hear all of it. I do want to hear all of it. It's like candy. And it's nice to know that my efforts have made a difference. And I know that it makes a difference, but I'm a human and I need to hear it. I like to hear it. Maybe I don't need to, but I want to. How about that? Is that thirsty? Is that what the kids call thirsty? Am I thirsty? Well, boom. I literally am thirsty right now. This is good stuff. Okay. Coop has that sad look again. Coop, are you feeling sorry for me?
No, not at all.
Okay. I don't need your pity. I don't need your pity. Okay. Yeah. So, deep dark part. So there's a deep dark part for us to bring light to, for whoever needs it watching live or in the future. Yes. Okay. All right. So this is something on my master menu. Yeah, this is in column A. Yes, in an odd numbered row. Yes, in row 1, 3, 5, 7, 7. Okay, that takes me to a vow. Okay, this is a personal vow. Yep, this is in column A in an odd numbered row. No, in row 2, 4. I got resistant. Yeah. Okay, and our winner is a vow of solitude. Okay. So this vow of solitude is ready to be cleared for whoever needs it watching live or in the future. Yep. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Yeah. Okay. Give me a moment. That was interesting. Oof, really felt that one. Felt it in my feet, of all things. Okay, so it's have we successfully cleared this vow of solitude for whoever needed it? Yep. Okay. Is there one more thing we can do for the group today? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because we're still working on this deep dark part. Well, let's find out. So there's more of this deep dark part to bring light to. Yep. This is on my master menu. Yep. This is in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 7. Okay. Another vow. So this is a personal vow. No. A family vow. An inherited vow. An inherited vow is what resonates. This inherited vow is in column A, column B, column C, in an odd numbered row, in row 1, in row 3. Yes. A vow, so an inherited vow of responsibility or fault. So anything else we need to understand about that? Nope. It's safe and appropriate to clear it for whoever needs it, watching live or in the future. Yep. Safe and appropriate from the light. We're ready. Okay, let's do this. Give me a moment. All right. Have we successfully released this inherited vow of responsibility or fault for whoever needed it? Yep. Okay, so is there more to look at regarding this deep dark part? Yuppers. This is in column A on my master menu. Uh-huh. In an odd numbered row? No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, no, 10. Yes. Wow. All right, so that takes us to either a frozen negative emotion or an atrophied positive emotion. And speaking of, we were playing Carcassonne the other day, and somebody mentioned Neil Brennan in a podcast. And I'm like, do you think Neil Brennan, if I told him, like, if I sent him my book and he actually read it, like, do you think he'd be like, oh, wow, this chick figured out something woo woo because of me, because of something I said? Like, would he get a kick out of it? And Dave's like, honestly, I think he'd go, huh. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm not sending Neil Brennan one of my books. Yeah. Anyway, how dare he? And I'm not going to send him one of my books. There's a list of people I should be sending my book to, like maybe Bradley Nelson, who wrote the emotion code that I've been talking about for 17 years. Like I should probably thank him at some point, maybe, for changing my entire life, perhaps. So he's higher up on the list. Anyway, let's get to this frozen or atrophied emotion. So this frozen negative, this is a frozen negative emotion for the group. Nope. This is an atrophied positive emotion. Oh, fun. All right. So this positive emotion, this positive atrophied emotion is in column A, column B, column C, in an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. Okay, that's an atrophied emotion or atrophied energy of certainty. Okay, so is there anything else we need to bring to light around this atrophied energy of certainty for whoever needs this in order to disrupt this pattern with a bypass circuitry? Nope. So it's safe and appropriate from the light to disrupt this pattern for whoever needs it? Yep. Okay, so let's find the bypass circuitry handled by Mother Earth Gaia. This bypass circuitry is in column A, column B, in an odd numbered row, in row 1, 3, 3. Okay. I've been struggling in dealing with this is so me. Like I'm in the middle of something and I'm struggling to get around my fucking keyboard, which I'm not using ever during my show. And I'm just struggling around it. Like, so weird. Anyway, so look at me. Right at the end of the show, I moved it to make myself more comfortable. Who's a big girl now? Okay. Conflict transition is the name of the bypass circuitry. So let's see if Gaia's ready. Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of certainty for whoever needs it in the group, watching live or in the future? Yep, this is safe and appropriate from the light. We're ready. Great. So I'm going to be quiet and hold space for Gaia. Okay. So, Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this atrophied energy of certainty for whoever needed it? Yep. Thanks, Gaia. You're awesome as always. Da, da, da. All right. So, anything else to address regarding this deep dark part for the group? Nope. So we are complete with that. It's no longer a thing. Yay. Okay. So, is that a good place to stop? Thank you. Thank you. That was a yes. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there with me. And just a reminder, I keep my promise and I show up. I promise nothing beyond that. So look at me. Look at me showing up, looking like a freak. I'm getting pretty used to it. You know, people talk about, sometimes people tell me, I'll say something to them and they're like, oh, that's so vulnerable. Like, is it? Like, I'm so used to just putting it out there now. It's really liberating. I have to say, it really is. Because I kind of don't have a whole lot to hide. Yeah. It's a good place to be. Anyway, any closing words of brilliance? No pressure, Koop, but any closing words of brilliance?
No, because I have if I've looked distracted or pained throughout the show, I have several impending biological needs.
Oh my God. You know what? And you're too much of a gentleman to say, I got to go poop. I'm like, oh, cool. Go do that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and,
well, let's.
and the other two, I have to do both really bad. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for being here, Koop. I love you so much. Why don't you just go do your thing? And thank you for watching. If I can be of any assistance.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, 5 more minutes.
Go, please, for the love of God. Do us all a favor and just leave.
Have me today. I guess I'll see you all soon, Kay. But yeah, I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
Literally, please, for the love of God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, yeah. So, let's just give another shout out. Okay, I can't even find it. Well, Joni loves tchotchkes. Seriously, check them out. Joni loves tchotchkes. And Yvonne, thank you for being here. And she says, thank you both. No, thank you. I just saw that I've been on for 55 minutes and 55 seconds. So make a wish. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all, whether you're watching live or in the future. If you ever identify yourself to me or not, I really appreciate you. If I can do anything for you, please let me know at my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. And please check out my book, From Sensitive to Badass, an empath's guide to a magic-filled life. Yay. If nothing else, you can look at me and look at the other Colleen McCann and distinguish who is who. Anyway, yeah, I'm the brunette. I'm not sure what color hair she has now. Anyway, oh my God, I've had enough of hearing my voice for the moment. I'm sure you have too. Thank you for being here. I love you. Now play me out with my beautiful outro, care of Artica Productions. Here we go. See you next week, I hope. Here we go.
You are magic, magic. We are magic. Magic Mondays with Colleen.